Hi, I'm nendo12, and welcome to another episode of Neentober. So, last video I said I was going to do Gremlins, so here it is. Now, I have history with this movie. When I first saw it, it scared the shit out of me. I was terrified. Yeah, so let's just get started. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get started. Alright, so it's not a very memorable movie given that I don't remember any of the names of the characters other than one. Gizmo. Why do I remember his name? Because he's adorable. Look at that! That is adorable. Yeah, so anyway, so you have the father of in the movie in I guess it's supposed to be Chinatown. He goes into like this store because he forgot to get a I guess Christmas gift for his son, and comes across a box that has Gizmo in it. The owner of the store at first doesn't want the father to have Gizmo, but he eventually gives in. But he does have 3 rules. 1, do not let the gremlin get wet. 2, do not take the gremlin out into sunlight. 3, do not feed the gremlin after midnight. 3 rules, and you're fine with everything else. That is awesome. I mean, all these other pets, you have like 100 rules. Don't do this, don't do that, do this, do that, don't let them eat this, don't let them eat that, have them do this, have them do that. I mean, other pets are just, they're hard. They're a lot of work to take care of. And I would know, given that I had 4 dogs and 2 cats to take care of. Granted, 3 of my dogs are dead now, and one of my cats is extremely old, and will probably die in the next couple of years. But anyway, so yeah, so I know how hard it can be to take care of pets. Oh, and I used to have a couple fish, and a bird, and a rabbit. I ended up letting the rabbit go. Same with the bird. The rabbit died. I don't know. The fish. Both the fish died. Don't know exactly how that happened. But yeah, so I had a lot of pets to take care of. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, I know how hard it is to take care of pets, but this pet is easy to take care of because you only have 3 rules. That's it. So, there you go. So he gives them to his son, and then we meet the main hero for the story, who's an idiot and extremely bland and boring. He invites one of his friends over to look at Gizmo, and like an idiot, he allows Gizmo to get wet, which causes a very bizarre scene where Gizmo, I guess, reproduces. He just, like, 5 balls of fur pop out from his back that turn into other gremlins. So, I think that's really weird. You get Gizmo wet, and then Gizmo reproduces. That's kind of weird, and yet also pretty funny, too. Seems like more of a joke than anything else. Doesn't seem like it's serious, like it's being serious there. So they seem harmless, but these new gremlins seem harmless, but one of them destroys the alarm clock, our main hero's alarm clock. And here's my first problem. Why didn't the guy look to see if the alarm clock was working? I mean, really? Don't you have to set your alarm? Don't you have to set your alarm for a certain to wake you up at a certain time? And even if you don't you think he would notice what time it was if he looked at any other clock in the house? But I digress. So, he feeds them even though it's way past midnight, and like an idiot, he never even noticed how late it was. Next morning, he wakes up and strangely enough, the gremlins have turned into eggs. Okay, so you feed them and they grow eggs. You get them wet and they give birth. Seems backwards, doesn't it? I think it seems backwards. Anyway, so when they hatch, our main hero is Dawn, flirting with his love interest, who, I swear to God, her only purpose was to stand behind him and scream when something scary happens. That's it. She doesn't do anything else. I mean, sure, she holds Gizmo for a bit, I guess, and says, "Oh, he's so cute!" But really? We already know that. That's like basic knowledge. We saw like 5 scenes of other people saying that he's cute. Do you really need to push this? Anyway, so they hatch, and the mom is the one to find out about them hatching, find out what evil monsters they are, and she ends up taking out 2 of the 5. 2! Good mom! The main hero should have been her. It should have been the mom. I mean, that is awesome. Okay, here's how she takes them out. She puts one of them in a microwave and makes it continue to heat until finally it just explodes. And yeah, it's pretty gross to see it, but it's still awesome. And the other, she just puts this guy into like this big blender and she is a violent mom. It is hilarious. I mean, really, come on. The main hero should have been her, because that's awesome. But yeah, so they end up killing the other 2 later, but the last one, of course, gets away, and our main hero chases him throughout the town, and he ends up cornering him, forcing him to go into an aquatic center. An indoor pool, yeah. And our main hero is like, no, he's got nowhere left to run. Are you kidding me? You're in a pool! I mean, you're in a pool area, come on, dude! Are you serious? You're seriously cornering him where water is, that way the gremlin can easily jump in the pool, multiply into like an army of a bajillion, and run amok the city. Yeah, idiot. Great, you just doomed the whole city. Great. Thanks a lot, dude. So, like an idiot, he does nothing as the leader of the gremlins jumps into the pool and starts multiplying. And, so, you have this army of gremlins that have an entire night to do all the destruction they want. What are they going to do? Go to a movie theater and watch Snow White. I am not joking. They go to a movie theater and they watch Snow White and actually sing Hi-Ho. And it sounds something like this. Like, really? Are you kidding me? You're actually putting this in. Well, I guess the company of Disney had to get a cameo somehow. So anyway, our main hero ends up messing with the boiler in the movie theater, I guess, the heater system, and sets it to blow. Little did they know that the leader of the Gremlins was out getting candy at a store nearby. So our hero gets out of the building just before it explodes. Boom. And then sees that the leader is in the candy shop, which, when they go in, they find out that it's connected to a toy shop. And then after that, they find out that it's connected to an armory shop. And when they find out that it's connected to a garden. And really? All of this in one store. And, like, it's a small store. It's a small store. If you look, you can actually see, like, it's just like one building, one tiny building in between two other large buildings. It's a small building, and yet it has all these different stores. It's a mall. It's a freaking mall. What is this about? What is up with that? And so they chase him into the garden where there's a water fountain, and this is the point where I thought, oh great, he's gonna multiply himself again and it's all gonna start over. Ugh. So I was just about, like, this is where it gets really over the top stupid. Granted, when I first saw it, I thought it was awesome, but I mean, watching it again, it's just stupid. So the gremlin puts his finger into the water fountain, but just before he starts multiplying, Gizmo, now riding a toy car for some reason, literally propels himself through the air, landing like up at the windowsill, holding on to the blinds, holding on to the lever that releases the blinds, pulls it down, light shines through, causes the leader of the Gremlins to blow up, fall into the water, and blow up again. So you blow up before you blow up. Kind of pointless. Anyway, so the final gremlin was destroyed. Gizmo gets taken away by the guy who sold him to the family in the first place and doesn't even return the money. Seriously? You're just gonna take it back like, oh, by the way, I'm keeping your money. I already spent it all on drugs. Yeah. Come on. And then it ends with the father telling us that, saying like one line that is very weird and honestly I don't really like. He says, next time your lights go off, before you call the repairman, be sure to look everywhere in your house and carry a bat with you, because you never can tell. There just might be a gremlin in your house. Really? You are seriously trying to... You are really trying to make us fear our own house. No. no, 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 no. Really? So that was Gremlins. How is it? Well, when I first saw it, it was good, but looking back, watching it again, it's just stupid. The characters are bland and boring and forgettable. The plot is stupid. The Gremlins are outdated, and I mean, come on! Really? The logic in this movie is just so stupid. All the characters are dumb as rocks. Ugh, just gets under my skin. Although that once 5-minute scene with the mother killing all the gremlins, that was awesome. I did like that. But yeah, so this movie, I guess, was supposed to be a Halloween movie and a Christmas movie because it takes place around Christmas time, but the feel of the movie makes it seem more like Halloween. Kind of like Nightmare Before Christmas. I mean, both of them take place around Christmas time, but I mean, they only focus on Halloween. They don't really focus on Christmas that much. It seems more like a Halloween movie than anything else. But that's just me. That's just my opinion of it. So it's a really stupid movie, but I still enjoy it, even though I know it's stupid, and I don't really care for it that much, but I'll still watch it. I still find parts of it to be somewhat entertaining. So it's a guilty pleasure at least. So if you haven't seen it, watch it. It's pretty harmless. It's not god awful. It's harmless. So my next video is going to be about a song that has been around for quite some time. And it is going to be in the music video category, but I'm not actually going to show the music videos. I'm just going to, well, I'm just going to have you listen to a little bit of each song, and I'm going to let you know what I think. So it's kind of like the evolution of a certain song. So be sure to look forward to that, and I'm nendo12. If you can name it, I can review it. This is Halloween, this is Halloween, who's screaming the dead of night? This is Halloween, everybody never sees you. Treat to you, to the butterflies, it's so time, everybody sing. It's Halloween, I am ready when you're not to cry.